check it out. Hey YouTube, welcome to Check It Out, Nunchuck Tutorials. Today we're going to work on Nunchuck video number 7. So what we're going to do in the beginning, like all my videos, is just go through a quick recap of the techniques that we've done up to this point. And that means there are 6 techniques, or 6 sets of techniques that we have done. The first one is the rear spin, the forward spin, the figure 8, the downward figure 8, the catch, the bounce, or the redirect, the over the shoulder pass, the triangle strike, the between your legs, front and back, and the around your back pass. And then around the neck, like so. Now, as we continue with the techniques, uh, some of them that we've done do have a reverse motion in them. And this next technique is one that is actually a reverse motion of one of the techniques that you just saw. And it's basically a reverse of this technique right here, the over the shoulder pass. So if you're going over the shoulder, the reverse of it is going to be going under. And what you're going to do on that is, from this ready position, you're going to let go of the bottom one. And instead of coming up now, you're going to come down and come under and catch it up here like this. So it's going to come down like that. And you just continue. Let go of the bottom one, bring it down, around, and up. Now, one of the things to consider with this is not to try to go too wide. It gets harder to catch when you're doing that. It's okay to look. Sometimes that makes it easier to get the feel for it, to understand where it's coming. That's okay. What I like to do is, when I'm using, when I'm in the swing, I like to use my hand that's holding as I'm coming down. I like to have it come up on my tricep, on the back of my arm right here, and use that as a stopper. So as I'm coming down, it's going to come up every time. Now, another thing to think about when you're doing this is the angle that you're coming down in. You want to kind of angle that when it comes down and swings, it's going to make a swing that would come back up like this. And the reason why is because if you come at an angle that's any farther outer end, if you do it on the outside and you miss, you're going to come back and hit the back of your head this way. And if you come back on the inside like that right there, you're going to miss it completely on the inside and come back and hit the back of your head that way. So this is a pretty straightforward motion, but there is a lot of practice that's involved with this. And now the combinations with these are very similar to some of the other things. Since you're using a downward motion on this, this works with a downward figure 8. Where before you would have seen me show you how to use a downward figure 8 and catch, or a downward figure 8 and do a redirect. But now you can use the same downward figure 8 and go into that motion right there. Let go of the bottom one, come over into your figure 8, go under. And this is the same type of motion, so that when the swing comes down on the inside, not the outside, the inside, you bring it up and underneath. You can also use this here. Come around, catch it, let go. Any motion that goes down, you can work into this. With all the techniques here, I stress fluidity of motion, smoothness, and the only way to get that is through a lot of repetition, a lot of practice, and honestly, there's just no other way around that. And this technique is one of them that will definitely set you apart if you put in the time to do it. I've seen it many times where it looks very choppy and it looks very messy, if you will. But if you clean it up just from practice and you get the technique down, it's a very, very clean technique. So there you have it. I hope you have fun with this one, like all the other. Integrate this with the other techniques, and I will see you on the next one. Check it out.